How you guys doing today? Today, guys, I've been just looking at my Bible here, and I just was flipping pages, and I came to Ecclesiastes 10:10, and I forgot that I crossed this out, and I just want to read this for you guys, and we'll kind of get into it today. In Ecclesiastes 10:10, chapter 10, verse 10, it says, "If the axe is dull, and one does not sharpen the edge, then he must use more strength, but wisdom brings success." So what does that mean? So if anybody who's chopped, wood with an axe or a hatchet or anything like that, they know if they don't sharpen their axe, then it's harder to chop that wood in half. So what they'll end up doing in the long term, let's say if they're chopping a tree down and their axe is not sharp, they'll end up hitting it probably 100 times more to get that same tree down. When if a guy who sharpened his axe, it'll be a lot easier. It'll be almost like butter, a lot easier. So it's important to sharpen the axe to make it work more effectively. That's the same thing in life. That's what God is trying to say here through Solomon. That's the same thing in life. Guys, we don't need to work as hard in life if we sharpen ourselves. Same thing in business, our spiritual life, our relationships, our marriage life. If we sharpen ourselves, it'll be that much easier. All right, so let's give some examples so you guys can kind of get what I'm saying. So, and let's say in business, you're making a good profit. And you know what you say, well, I'm making good profit, I want to make more, I need to work harder, I need to get up extra early, and all that is important. I need to work hard, I need to put more intensity into it, but it may not be as effective. Instead of working harder, why don't you work smarter? Why don't you go back to school, or why don't you look at some business books and see how to get that same product or get more profit, but how to make it easier, like how to make it automatic instead of working harder. All right, so sharpen yourself, find new ways to make profit instead of working harder. Okay, so that's a example in business of sharpening yourself. Either listen to tapes, listen to books, find other people who's have some of your same products or same business, and they're doing it at a much easier rate than putting so much intensity in it, because it frees you up. Whether you have to hire somebody else instead of doing all the work yourself, what you're doing is you're sharpening yourself so that you're prepared for business. You're not working harder. All right, same thing in your spiritual life. All right, you're praying for something to happen. You're praying over and over again, it's not happening. Instead of just keep on praying and praying again, and there's times where sometimes God just wants us to keep on knocking and stand in faith. But then there's other times where you just sit back and kind of observe. I'm just gonna get closer to God. I'm gonna read the Bible. I'm gonna put more word in my mind and in my heart, and I'm just gonna go off of that. God said He will satisfy all my needs. So I'm just gonna I'm gonna find everything in this Bible that has to do with God satisfying my needs, and I'm gonna recite that every day. I'm gonna intensify my relationship with Jesus, so I will trust Him more instead of just praying every day for something, praying on the back end. I'm just gonna bow my head for about 5 minutes and pray for that. How about I get a strong relationship with Him and find out what this is about, that I'm not just reading words, that I can apply this. What you're doing is you're sharpening your axe, and things will work out more effective and faster for you. All right, same thing in a relationship or a marriage, guys. It's no different. Instead of saying, I'm gonna be a better husband, I'm gonna be a better wife, let me try more, let me try more. You know what, first let's see if we can sharpen that axe. Why don't we step back, go to some counsel and ask somebody, hey, what would you do in this situation? Hey, or get a book. What can I do? Trying to understand marriage, or what God says about this. What other thing? What can I help about myself? What do I need to change about myself to make me a better husband or a better wife? You're sharpening your axe. You're not just putting all your energy into it. You're just stepping back a little bit, what can I do to improve myself or improve this situation? Guys, that's sharpening your axe. If you want to improve in life, if you want to go forward, if you want growth in your life, then sometimes you need to sit back and kind of just analyze everything. You know what? How can I become a very effective person instead of always running, always doing this, always always on my computer? How can I become better and more effective? What do I need to learn as far as organizational skills, as far as academic skills? What do I need to learn that will thrust me to my dreams? You got to sharpen your axe. You need to take some more classes, take them. You need to be smarter than everybody in the room, be smarter than everybody in the room. Study. All right, you need to sharpen your axe so you can be effective. I remember I saw this thing about Kobe Bryant. He was practicing, and this guy, he was practicing, but he was practicing like right before the game, and he was practicing for like 2 or 3 hours, and this guy was observing him. I was like, man, why did this guy practice so long? You know, I came in and I did like maybe 40 minutes. This guy's still here 3 hours later just practicing. He's practicing hardcore. You know, we have a game here. And he's practicing and practicing, and then that game he knocked down 40 points. And this guy that was observing him, that was on a different team, asked him years later, Kobe, why are you practicing so hard? And Kobe's answer was, because I knew you were coming. That's simple but profound at the same time. He knew he was coming, so he had to prepare. He knew he was coming, so he had to sharpen his axe. So when it was chop time, he would be effective and ready. Know your dreams are coming. All right? Know healing is coming. Know your breakthroughs is coming. They're all coming. God says it. Yeah, he says it's coming. You just got to believe. But you better be prepared. You better be sharp. Anything is going to take a lot of commitment. Anything worth getting. So be committed, be sharp, and be ready. All right? So that's what it means in Ecclesiastes 10:10, sharpening your axe. Guys, if you have any questions, or you need me to pray for you, or you have any type of advice you need, just hit me in the comments below. You guys have a blessed day out there. Bye-bye.